It's the Bezvi LX1. It's sort of a luxury city sort of urban bike that has awesome fenders and a beautiful aesthetic, but is quite expensive. I think it's nearly $6,000, and it's fairly heavy. It's like close to 60 pounds. With that said, it's got a pretty awesome motor. This is a direct drive, gearless rear hub motor. There's no regenerative braking or anything, but you do get the smooth, quiet operation, durability of magnets only. You also get some cogging, which is where the wheel sort of slows down a little quicker than it might if it was just a free wheel, as a result of those magnets repelling when you're not using, the battery and activating the motor electrically. And the other things I noticed is that you have to leave the key in while you're riding, but at least in this one, it's kind of in a place that's out of the way. With those little minor cons out of the way, I'm going to talk about the specs on this thing. Shimano Diore XT. 10 sprockets on the rear, so you've got a really broad range of gears to choose from. And this is a pedal assist only electric bike, so you're getting a really smooth activation with a torque sensor that's built right into that bottom bracket. And it feels good. You know, this is the kind of bike that rewards you for pedaling along and really extends the range. It's 36 volt, 11.5 amp hour battery pack. It's pretty sweet, and it offers a 500 watt motor. You know, I weigh about 135 pounds. It doesn't have a problem getting me around at all. I like the tires they've chosen, these Schwalbe Energizer Plus performance line here, and they are 28 by 1.75, which is kind of a unique sizing. And it's got this beautiful reflective sidewall right there. Interesting spoke pattern on these too, and it sort of matches front and rear, which I like. Of course, I mentioned the fenders before. Aluminum alloy, really well affixed to the frame. And just the aesthetic on this is one of the main selling points, in my opinion, because it is so expensive, and it's offering similar specs to a lot of other electric bikes. But when you look at these pedals, metal, really great surface area. Got those little studs so you won't slip off. You've got that aluminum bash guard. You've got this cool kind of like aerodynamic design. When you turn the battery off and you open the case, you can actually see the battery pack in here. Remove this, and there's a little plug in the side so you can charge this on or off the bike, which is nice. I'll just put that back in there. Just turn it all the way to on. You can see the display panel light up. There are 3 levels of assist. You can see your speed, a little battery indicator, and maybe distance in there as well. There we go, all the way up to 3. That's my favorite for reviews because you can hear the motor. There is a nice light. If we activate that right there from the easy to reach button pad, that's one of the benefits of this system. Cool looking seat. You got a little light there as well. Let's see if we get that to activate. No luck. So we've got these great Tektro Aruga E-Sub hydraulic disc brake levers. They cut power to the motor when you pull them, and of course they activate the disc brakes right here. 180 millimeter rotors front and rear. And then these ergonomic grips with lockers. And they're kind of unique. I haven't seen these on other bikes. It gives that luxury feel that I was talking about before. The 500 watt version of this bike, it's like red, and it also looks very sharp. It does, with these larger diameter wheels, it's really smooth and efficient for riding. But they're pumped up pretty solid right now, and so it can feel a little, stiff when you're riding. So I like that they've got this suspension fork with lockout, right? It's adjustable. It feels really solid. I can't tell what it is. I'll add that to the specs back on the full ride-up. But that's what we're working with on this bike. I'm going to go ahead and hop on and point to the motor and give you guys a chance to hear what it sounds like. Nearly silent, really smooth activation. Love that. It's fun to ride. They've done a pretty good job, but again, definitely paying a premium for that design and some of the higher end components. It's nice that the battery is centrally located, but it is a little bit higher, so the center of gravity is higher, which isn't ideal. Again, it's a pretty stiff frame, which is nice, but you've got that motor weight hanging way out to the rear, and there's no triangle here, so they've really had to reinforce those rear chain stays, and I think that adds to the weight of this thing, getting close to the 60-pound mark. Also, just making it a little bit harder to do maintenance and repairs to the rear wheel because you do have the motor with the cabling and things running. I like the kickstand. We got that double leg setup so that you can stabilize the entire bike. So there's one more mode that I didn't quite figure out until just now. It's smart mode. So it sort of senses when you need extra help. You're going up a hill, maybe you're not going up a hill and it eases off. It's kind of neat. That probably extends the life of your battery a little bit and just makes it more hands-free. Can you tell me a little bit more about Best V, Gene, and just, you know, quick overview of what your bikes are all about?
Yeah, our bikes are, they're not convert bikes. They're actually, whole electric bikes.
Purpose-built, yeah.
Yeah, they're pedal assist. They are manufactured in Taiwan.
Yep.
The company is a division of Garfon, which is a company that has a lot of background in manufacturing human interface devices, electronic devices, batteries, things like that.
Yeah.
So we took our core competencies in that area and we applied it to this bike. Our president and our upper management, they're all huge bike fans.
Yeah.
So this is sort of a, kind of a very passion.
Project of passion.
Yeah.
Well, it seems luxury to me, and considering how much was this one again?
This one is about $5,000 street price.
$5,000. Okay, I was saying it was a little higher. So this is about $5,000 for the Best V LX1.
The version with a 500-watt motor
Yeah.
is going to be a little more expensive. It's closer to $6,000.
Closer to $6,000. Okay, that's the variation, and that's the one that's red that we saw. So they're coming to market late 2014 for this and early 2015 for some of the other models. What did you say the range was on this? And the battery size? 50 mile range?
50. The battery's it's a 36 volt.
36 volt, 11.2. Okay, excellent. 36. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. So yeah,